Ah, okay. I'm hoping everything's gonna go right. Let me tweet this and crap real quick. Tweet this and crap real quick. Final Fantasy. Okay. There, it's all posted. Well, let me do Tumblr too. Just because I want to do Tumblr too. My Tumblr is so buggy. Or it's my Chrome that's buggy. I don't know why, but Chrome just doesn't want to like open my Gmail. It doesn't want to do anything right. Look at that. I can't even click inside of the fucking text box. I'm like, here, let me make a text post. And they're like, hey, you can't make a text post because you can't click inside the text box. It's like, you motherfucker. I don't know if it's Google Chrome or if Tumblr's just broken. I mean, Google Chrome's been acting weird with my tumblr.com. Tumblr's been acting weird with my or I mean, Google Chrome's been acting weird with my Gmail as well. I can't enter texts. I can't enter text. Like, seriously, oh my gosh. Let me go to my Firefox so I can Tumblr post this because Google Chrome is being a stupid, Just give me a second. I hope it's all going right. I still have a freaking virus scan and crap going on in the background, so there's a chance it might not be doing something right, but dude, my Firefox is taking eons to open. Just let me go make a freaking Tumblr post. My Firefox just does not want to open. What the hell? Come on, Firefox. Dude, this is dumb. Hopefully the scan doesn't mess with everything too much. If it... Yeah, it looks like it's messing with everything a lot. I don't know if I can pause. Nope, you cannot pause the scan. Okay, this could end really badly. But... The scan has like 15-ish more minutes, so we'll just play through it. We'll just sit here and grin and bear it because I already posted about it, you know. If people want to talk in the chat, they can. I'm gonna try playing for a bit and actually see if it goes, but there's a chance it doesn't go at an acceptable rate because of the scan that's going on in the background. Oh, my Firefox is finally opening. And now it's opening like 500 tabs because I clicked it like 500 times. No! Computer's being so laggy because of this scan, dude. I also desperately need to clear a room up on it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So what we're doing here is we're exiting out of this. We're going to Tumblr. I don't think I'm logged on my Tumblr on here. Either that or I'm logged onto an alt Tumblr. Yeah, I'm logged onto an alt Tumblr. Let me log out of this. Down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Surgenetic. No, that's not. Damn it, that's not my Tumblr. That's not my main Tumblr. I want to. And now Firefox is taking forever to load. And my Final Fantasy. Oh, it just was in a quiet scene, that's all. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Firefox does not have ad blockers, so ads are getting through like crazy. I have like 5 different Tumblrs and I almost typed in the freaking login information for the wrong one. Blah, blah, blah. Hello, Krydra. I'm just trying to post it on my freaking Tumblr real quick. I have a few people on there that I've had one person show up from Facebook, or no, actually it's 3 from Facebook. 3 of my Facebook friends have shown up during a random stream, although they never show up again. And then I've had like 5, 6 people come from Twitter, and then like 2 come from Tumblr. So like I'm just gonna keep posting it everywhere I can, because I want. It's not even like, oh, I want to be able to. I want to stream and it be. I'd love to hit a point where I could stream and make money off of it, but that's not even the intent of going into streaming. It's more of just a hangout type thing. You can ask damn near any streamer, even the streamers that got really big. Like, the reason they started initially was it was something somewhat productive to do, and it created a sense of hangout, like. I think my game audio might be too loud, actually. I don't know, I hope it's okay. We're just gonna tag this as Final Fantasy Twitch streaming me. That's good. Sorry, there's just a fan art I want to tag and reblog real quick. Awesome art. Just so that I can actually look at it a little bit more closely later. Okay, that's actually done. I'm not very far. I played like 30-ish minutes before I had to go make a withdrawal from my card so that I could pay for some of the stuff in the house. We'll give it to my mom and then she puts it in her checking, and then she starts paying all the bills and crap. I gave her like $200 to $250 every paycheck, sometimes even more than that, because like I buy groceries for the house and everything. Yeah, I know, and it's so cool because this is freaking 360 PS3, and you think about Final Fantasy 15, you're just like, oh my gosh. I'm a little sad that you can't tweak it down slightly, the graphics, like it's just a pure out port. They barely integrated mouse and stuff into it. Like, they should have integrated mouse to the point where you could like click the commands. That would have been really legit. It's okay the way it is, but like, if I could tune down the graphics just a little bit, there'd be no hiccuping during stream. There's not too much to begin with, but like hiccuping that occurs right now, like it's pretty bad right now, is because I have a scan going on in the background. So my game is my computer's scanning because I haven't scanned my computer in like I haven't scanned my computer in like a year or some crap. So like it's going through all my files right now, scanning for viruses and crap. Or no, hasn't been a whole year. It's been around.
And when we're taking a dirt nap, you can save them all.
It's been probably about 4 months. I want to say 4 months ago was when I was having my last. When I was having my last bunch of computer issues. So I'm not having computer issues hardcore right now. I just kind of want to scan it to try and clean it up a little bit, you know. The scan has about like 15-20 minutes left.
Let's prove it. Yeah.
I already uploaded part 1 onto my YouTube too. Like, this is all going on my YouTube, so
Sanctum's gonna pay for this.
yeah, see, it's all really laggy right now.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's really laggy right now. It's that scan. We're just gonna have to accept it. And that's what I'm gonna title this video for part 2. I'm gonna be like, oops, computer scan. Yeah, see, it's like freezing up. Come on. Like, this is old gen too, is what's so cool about the graphics. This is freaking 360, dude. The PS4 and the fucking Xbox One, even the Wii U to a slight extent, although Wii U is just a little bit better than, the Wii U is just a little bit better than the 360 and PS4, or PS3. Whoops, sorry. I'm gonna see how far that scan is. It's actually probably a little bit further than 20 minutes out. I have too many files. I mean, it's going, it's slightly lagged up and stuff, and it's like... I just wanted to play more Final Fantasy, honestly, so it's like, why not make sure I'm streaming? Well, I'm only gonna be playing it while I'm streaming, so... anytime I'm playing Final Fantasy 13, I'm planning on streaming. That was a waste of an attack. It takes a while for the game to really ramp up into, like, hardcore. It's really game-like, you know? The first few hours, honestly, straight up few hours, are really clicky, clacky.
There are soldiers everywhere.
Yo, boss.
I really want to get a new mic that works better.
Charge in, guns blazing.
That's not a plan. Real heroes don't need plans.
A mic that noise cancels a bit better, because like, as it stands now, my current mic, there's that shh sound everywhere, and like, I just want to get rid of that as much as possible. I need some kind of noise cancellation or something. I like... I've been reading the tutorials, even though I've already beaten the first one before. Like, this is a replay through for me. I love this game. Like, even back whenever it first came out, so many people were bashing on it like crazy, but I loved it, like, right out the freaking gate. I was just like, this is so cool, and then I beat it, and I was just like, I don't get your people's negativity. Like, a lot of people bitch that it's so linear. Like, it's a lot of just going down paths and stuff, and it doesn't open up till tons of hours in, but even then, it's not superly open. But, like, every single Final Fantasy game except for Final Fantasy 12 and the MMOs has been like that. Final Fantasy 10 wasn't all that open, honestly. Good game, but it wasn't that open. So bitching about linearity in an in a Final Fantasy game is just really stupid on your part. You haven't been paying attention to the series. Like, they've all been ridiculously linear in general. With very brief open up points. Oh, whoops, I cancelled one of them. That's okay, all I needed was the one auto, so, or one attack, I should say. Yeah, it gets to a point where you can just grind out mobs and stuff, and there's even some questing of sorts, like, partway through the game whenever you get to the big field area, but... I mean, you've probably watched some speedruns of it, you know the gist of how the game flows, how linear it can be and everything, like... I mean, it's not too bad, though, like, people that bitch about it, just, I don't get them.
How about this?
I mean, it starts to open up to where it's more complex and everything. At first, it's really clicky and spammy, and it's ridiculously linear, but it's about as linear as a normal game, honestly, overall, but a normal Final Fantasy game. And you know, these same people that bitch about linearity are the same people that play shit like Call of Duty and crap. King of Linear, right? Just mission to mission to mission on single player. I know it has multiplayers and stuff, but it's just, that's where I review video games. I like to do it. It's just,
We'll clear you a path out of here, so be ready.
at the same time, it just gets kind of like, they give games bad reviews for shit they give good games good reviews for, you know?
Okay then. Volunteers front and center.
Here, take this one. Here you go. And one for you.
Count me in.
Here's yours. Take care now. Mom? Don't worry.
Freaking Hope right here. That Hope's this boy right there that was like talking to his mom like, Mom, don't volunteer and crap, and it was just like, he's so stupid towards Snowman just because of the fact that his mom volunteered.
You sure?
Yeah. Moms are tough.
Right. It's the last one, boss. All right, last one. Somebody take it.
Oh, Final Fantasy 15 is gonna come out for...
Yeah.
I don't...
Push comes to shove. Keep him safe.
First impression of snow? All top.
All right, lay low and you'll be fine. We'll clear out the area.
Like, I plan to have a PS4 and Xbox One of my own eventually, probably by the time 15 even comes out, so... Even if it's not available for PC, which it won't be for a while, I'll be able to stream it more than likely right out the gate. Hopefully. I'm gonna start saving for the next-gen consoles to own them myself here pretty soon.
Come on.
Time to go, kiddo.
Yeah. I don't know. Oh yeah, you're talking about the Hope stuff, right? The annoying plot element. Like, his hate for Snow is so fucking stupid and uncalled for. He called for volunteers and your mom fucking volunteered. You're not angry with Snow, you're supposed to be angry with your mom if you're angry with anyone.
Don't want to make their job any easier.
And even in that case, like, obviously you wouldn't want to be angry with your... Like, it's stupid. It's not... Hope is like my one freaking flaw with this game as far as characters go. I do not like Hope at all. His logic is horribly flawed as far as hating Snow, and then freaking...
How about this?
He's a really pansy-ass character, and it's not for any good reason. He was obviously very sheltered. In general, I'm pretty sure.
Bro, back us up.
Are cutscenes skippable in this game? I mean, not that I want to skip them, I'm just wondering for speedrun's sake, because like Final Fantasy VII and 7 Crisis Core, you have to watch all the cutscenes and you're just like, oh, come on. They're ultimately like 2-ish hour runs as far as how much playtime you get goes. But they're like a 7-hour run total purely because of cutscenes not being skippable.
Shake things up a little.
Like I tweeted though, as far as buying the Final Fantasy 13 series as it comes out on the PC, I mean obviously you gave me this first game, which is awesome, because even this last paycheck that I got on the 9th, I'm just really pinched. I'm even questioning if I'm going to buy Borderlands pre-sequel in this paycheck, or if I'm going to just have to wait a week after release to buy it on my next paycheck or not, you know? Like, I'm just... But like, buying it just shows support for it, which is awesome. I mean, Square Enix doesn't need all that much of the support, but it does show that, like, hey, port this shit to PC, we want it.
We fight and we survive.
I feel like Final Fantasy VII being ported to PC was the first step in them testing that, as far as on Steam went.
We gotta win this.
I like LeBrew's character design or whatever. Right? Yeah, Gadot's the monkey guy, the monkey posturing guy. The girl over there, her character design is really cool. It's like overly confident, but just the right amount of sexy. It's really nice. 5 stars! It's basically, the beginning of the game is a lot of tutorial. It's not even like tutorial straight up. I don't know, I kind of feel like the pacing of the game is right as far as getting you into the battle system, because it's a very slow ramp up to start getting into like doing all this other crap. But then by the end of the game,
We got trouble. No kidding.
your shifting is so different.
Stay down.
You missed it. What a dumbass. I mean, see, like right here, the mom goes and picks it up, right? And then she fires it. Yeah, see, still nothing happened really because of Snow.
Moms are tough.
I think they shoot the bridge right here, and he ends up having... The mom lets go of Snow. That's why she falls, but... Yeah, she's in the middle of the bridge because of Snow. Snow called for volunteers, and then like the bridge is collapsing and he's holding on to her. She lets go of Snow though. That's the issue with the whole storyline, is like she's the one that freaking, it's so dumb. Pretty sure she lets go of him. Yeah, she lets go of him.
Hold on!
I mean, she doesn't really let go of him. She just kind of slips, but like, it's not Snow's fault really. Like, I can see how you can slightly blame him, but like, she's the one that volunteered. If you're mad at anyone, you're mad at your mom, dude. Shut up. He's just doing what he feels he should be doing, and that he's fighting against it all and crap. If he could have held on for like a second longer though, his mom would have been saved. That's the only thing that's sad there. And that's the only reason why I could be like, oh, you can kind of blame Snow, but I don't feel it's a situation where you need to be blaming someone. I mean, you wouldn't want to blame your mom. You shouldn't be blaming Snow. Like, it's just stupid. Yeah, he looks like Lionel Richie and he acts like Eddie Murphy. Saz is like the comic relief, honestly. I like Saz. Saz is ridiculously funny. Well, not like ridiculously, he's the father of the group essentially, so like, he has a lot of his deeper moments and everything, but he has plenty of funny moments, and the little chocobo is really cool. The chocobo that lives in his hair.
It's an out-and-out massacre. Those people won't even live long enough to die on Pulse.
Yeah, that'd be like if I...
That was the idea.
I mean, you can play the blame game, but I feel like since she volunteered, you can't blame Snow. If Snow had just like grabbed her and been like, you're fighting with us whether you like it or not, and gave her a gun, yeah, blame Snow. And that's like the drafts in different countries and everything. If they just pull you into the war and make you do it, then you play the blame game on the country. But you don't blame for volunteer. If I chose to go into the freaking army or navy or whatever and I died because of it, I wouldn't want anybody blaming my country because I signed up for it, you know?
The Purge was PSICOM. Private Sanctum troops, not the Guardian Corps.
PSICOM, Guardian Corps. Soldiers are soldiers, aren't they? Pulse Foul C and Nella C are enemies of the state. Tell a soldier to kill an enemy, and you really think it's gonna matter what uniform he's wearing?
Might have mattered to that one. Couldn't shoot. Got himself shot instead.
How about you? Orders say shoot, you pull the trigger? Fine. Forget I asked.
It's a little frame skippy. That's quite a bit because of the scan though. I mean, it was doing this earlier during the first part. It was being a little skippy, but it wasn't being like this bad. Although this is still isn't even like super horribly bad. Lightning is like one of my favorite protagonists in fucking Final Fantasy ever, I swear to gosh. Like overall, I really, really like this game's cast. Hope is pretty much like the key, like, oh my gosh, it's this dumbass again. And then Vanille. Vanille's a little eh for me, but like Lightning, Saz, Snow, and Fang are just like, oh god. No! Finish! Damn it. I have to alt tab to check the chat, so like I periodically just... Yeah, the baby chocobo. The baby chocobo was awesome, like especially whenever he makes that jump and then he falls on his face and the chocobo kind of falls out of the hair and it's just like, oh, look at me, I'm so awesome. I was just like, oh my gosh, this chocobo is so stupid. Since I have played the game before, obviously there will be some slight spoilerish type stuff as far as story goes, and I'm talking about future stuff just as it hits my mind. I don't fully recall everything about the game right off the top of my head, just like I was talking about with Snow and the mom and everything. I wasn't sure if she let go or what happened, although she does say get him home safe or whatever, and then she dies. Like, it kind of makes it seem like it's a situation where she let go, but obviously I'll be talking sort of as far as what the future stuff is. Like, once Final Fantasy 10 or 13 and not 10-2, 13-2 comes out, then I won't know too much. I played like the first 30 minutes of 13-2. I keep calling it 10-2, 13-2. I played like the first 30 minutes and I never got to finish it. My brother traded it in too fast and he was the one that owned it at the time, so that'll be a surprise, and then 13-3 will be a surprise when I get to play it. Lightning Returns or whatever. Although that's not going to be till like April of next year. I think they said they're going to have them all out and released by spring of next year.
Yeah. It's too much, isn't it?
Yeah, she kind of is. Okay, we need another Riku.
Later.
I like Fang. I think Fang is a fair bit more like...
Hey, wait!
I don't know, I haven't played 10 in a while, but Riku was always seemed strong and confident-ish. No, she's kind of playful, like Vanille. Vanille's really playful,
Didn't you?
but she's still like really confident in herself and everything. I mean, she says right there, as she says, but really I was afraid. I was always afraid. I say she's confident. Thanks, Vanille. But her character archetype in general, she's really playful, but she's really like confident and out there. Like, it's another Riku. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. We need another Riku. For me, overall, it's just Saw's, Snow, and Lightning that are the key. Like, oh my gosh, these characters are so cool. Especially Lightning, though. Like, Lightning, I love Lightning so much. That's like whenever Dissidia 012 came out, which Dissidia 2 basically came out, they were like, Lightning! I was like, yes! Lightning is playable!
She can do it, so can we.
But then they also had Tifa as a playable, which was really awesome, and then those were like the only two that I was really excited for in Dissidia 2. Dissidia 2, yeah, I mean, Laguna was pretty cool in Dissidia 2. Yuna was okay. I didn't really care for Yuna's fight type too much. Laguna was okay. Kain was pretty good. I liked Kain's fight style. Then who was the last one? I remember they added like 6.
Come on.
10-2's new story elements were a pre-sequel, or whatever. The 6 warriors cut the gates that were making the mannequins, and they died to do it. They died to make those gates, and then the other warriors come in for the second war of the evil and good.
Of course not.
Yeah, Lightning is essentially what Pain should have been, honestly. Pain feels ridiculously forgettable.
Hey, get a grip, man. What's wrong with you? Get him home. Get who home?
See, it's like, and that's another thing to why it bothers me as far as Hope hating him. right out the gates, he's like thinking
Tells me
about
that.
what she asked him to do, and she's going to get it done.
Okay.
Like, and he's going to get it done. Like, it's not a situation of just like,
What are you doing? So what are you afraid of, huh? You're supposed to be the hero. She's waiting there, ain't she? Your lovely bride-to-be? Isn't it about time you picked her up? Yeah. There's our ride. Now you're talking.
I really liked Gadot and LeBrew. They weren't in it enough though, sadly. I'm pretty sure they show up a fair bit in 13 too, but I'm not completely sure.
Standing there ain't gonna stop us.
It's a little overly laggy, honestly. Like, as soon as that scan's done, it'll pick up a little bit. It won't be as bad. I mean, it's still not even, like, super horrible or anything. The music in this game is ridiculously good, but that's like kind of the case for pretty much all Final Fantasies. There are people getting all bitchy about Final Fantasy 15 and how they've said it's going to be an all-male cast. As far as the key characters in your party, the characters in your party are all going to be male. But it's like, it's 4 guys going on a road trip and shit. And it's like, that's the story they wanted to tell. Like, freaking, you're gonna bitch to Square Enix and Final Fantasy about not having a female character in the cast? Like, they've been all about strong, independent female archetypes, honestly. Like, you're bitching to the wrong people, man. About, oh, you have no females, oh, you're sexist. No, they've always had ridiculously good female characters, and it's not like they were like, oh, we don't like vaginas, get that shit out of our game. There's still gonna be females in the game, characters and whatnot, but like, it's not like, I don't know, it's just the story they wanted to tell. Like, that'd be like going up to freaking Skullgirls or Arcana Hearts or something, be like, oh, you have no guys in your game, you're sexist. No, that's just the story and fighting game they wanted to do, you know? Like, they wanted to do, like, fuck it, dude. Sexism isn't a freaking thing to overly worry about in video games.
Alright, on my go. Right.
I know, like, I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid how all this social justicing nonsense gets into our... Oh, my chat's not going below my freaking game, dude. I'm trying to freaking get my... Oh god. Okay, there we go. No, I don't want to exit. I like the fact that you can use the left click to actually confirm your actions, so you can keep controlling the camera the whole time. Not that you need to in battle, but like outside of battle and such. It really just helps that they made confirm and deconfirm just right on the mouse. It helps confirm the controller type setup on... I didn't want to have to use my controller for this game because I'm just then I have to unplug the mouse, and then it's just annoying to tab back and forth overall and whatnot.
Where's the soul?
I mean, I get making a game for the purpose of social justicing, but I don't think... I don't know. And I get making artwork to draw out.
Who you gotta save, you just protect them all, right?
You don't, like... I don't know. Like, I get... I want everybody to be equal and everything, you know? I want
You got plenty
what
of time for thinking
is
on the
right.
way, hero.
Every sexuality, every race, every gender. Everyone should feel safe and equal,
Yeah.
you know? But, like, I don't want it to get in the way of art. And that's where people always misunderstand me, is my opinion on art. Which I've already explained to you before. Like, I just don't hate on art and video games and movies and whatnot for their content that easily. I'll point out some flaws, I'll like, you know, I'll be like, well, this is kind of fucked up or whatever, but I don't end up hating the game for it or hating the art form or whatever for it. It's really complicated to explain.
Don't shoot.
Snow!
Yeah, the controller would feel a little bit better because the game was designed for control, but
Bigger for a friend.
Okay.
Hey, Snow! You made it.
Hey, yo.
So, you really managed to use that thing?
I think I'm done.
You're done when we are.
Ow, what is it?
That's the one.
Didn't you have something to tell them?
Yeah,
All right then.
but
I'll go with you.
what?
You have no idea what it was like. Oh,
Everyone safe?
the army's no match for Nora.
I meant the kids.
All accounted for.
I really like Yuji's character design and everything too, his hair especially.
Let's keep it that way, alright?
Hey!
I'll swing by the vestige. Keep the kids out of trouble.
I have a controller,
Say hi to the missus.
and I kind of would have liked to have used it.
You go skirt chasing, I take care of the kids. Some husband.
Dinner's on me.
Better be home cooking.
When's the wedding, lover boy?
Don't worry, none of you are invited.
But, like I said, I only have 2 USB slots on this laptop, so
Catch you later.
between my mic and this computer doesn't support mics that plug into aux units, AUX unit areas, so I have to use a USB mic, and then of course my mouse is USB, because that's what it has to be to work. I think I might be able to get a wireless mouse and set it up to where it goes through the Bluetooth setup on the laptop, but
You okay?
I want to tell him. It's just that.
Say, you know how to fly this?
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
I thoroughly believe that this teenage boy would really know. I think he's like 16, huh, or something, or 15. I'm not thoroughly sure. I completely believe that he would know how to fly that thing, though.
If we go in there, that thing could. It could make us Lassie. This is. I don't think I can.
You can do it.
What are you two doing?
Here we go!
See, in that situation, you don't run up to them and be like, yo, what are you doing? You wait till you get up to the vehicle and then you pull them out of the vehicle and you're like, yo, what are you doing?
Back here! You hear me? Hey!
It's the wrong way to go about that, dude. They're in a vehicle. They can easily just run away. Come
Hold
on.
our future and our fate.
Come on. Think a little bit, ghetto. What you just did was ghetto. See what I did there? I'm so smart. I'm like the smartest you will ever see. Yes, I would like to save progress. I wanted to check my OBS real quick. 46 minutes. And I want to check the scan real quick. It has like I want to say 3, 4, a fifth. A fifth of the scan bar is still left. So it's getting there, but they have me working really early tomorrow. I don't know if I can do that. See, it's hard to tell with the progress bar on the scan because it's like it's scanning my whole computer. It's a full freaking scan. So like I have so many files. It's like how long is it going to take? And they don't give you an estimate time obviously but
What did you expect? Even soldiers know not to go near the foul sea. You become a pulse l'Cie, and you're finished.
What do you mean, finished?
Haven't you heard, Miss...
Vanille.
vanilla.
My name. And yours?
Hope? Thank you.
They hung out for that long and they're just now getting the names. I don't.
Well, since we're here, let's look around.
I don't want to wake up for work tomorrow. They have me working at 8, dude. They have me working at 10 all the time, most of the time. And then all of a sudden they're like, here's an 8. And like, it's like, oh, I have to go to bed by fucking...
Check this out.
Hey! Vanille, where are you?
And the key issue with the times that they have me working, like if they have me working at 8, that means I have to wake up at fucking 3 o'clock in the morning so that I can head into work. Or so my...
That's...
so that my ride can take me in because they work so early and they're working during 8 o'clock, so like they have to take me to work at like 4 in the morning. Whenever they leave for work, I have to leave for work too, and then it's just like, oh great, that's fantastic. His face was almost on her butt. I know, Hope's just a failure of a man, honestly. He should have just been like, oh, I'm so sorry, I landed this way. Just kidding, we don't do stuff like that to women.
Better stay
Or
close.
do we? Just kidding. Again. Trying to go check something in Google Chrome real quick. Just want to see if somebody's replied to a message real quick. There's a treasure over here. That's the broken bike. That's the treasure I saw.
I'm sure this is the right way.
30 gil. So much worth.
How are we supposed to get out of here?
My Google Chrome is taking forever to load the web page that I want to go to. Oh, look, it's finally going. Yeah, they haven't responded yet. I kind of figured as much. This battle is taking... I think it froze up. Okay, it's going. You see that weird hang-up? That was weird. They have like two of the weirdest weapons ever. That's about the only redeeming factor. I mean, they're okay character designs, and I get it as far as the group goes. They kind of needed some types of these kind of character archetypes, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of these types of arcs as far as story and whatnot go. I really don't want to go to work. I'm probably going to call off tomorrow, honestly. I'm going to try and go to bed at a good time tonight, just to try and confirm my bedtime as far as tomorrow goes, because they have me working 8 again. They have me working 8 during all the fucking weekend. Weekend is like fucking hell on earth for working as a cart breaker. Because our store doesn't have enough carts, and the freaking, like, even whenever the lot is empty and the freaking bay area where they keep all the carts is full, managers will still be barking at the customer service representatives or whatever you want to call them. We call them CSSs. They basically manage the cart pushers and the cashiers. The managers of the store will always be barking, "Why are we so low on carts? Why are we so low on carts?" The simple fucking answer: on a weekend, you do not have the carts to support the inside of the store and the bay area looking more than what it looks like. Because, like, there have been times whenever me and the other guys that work as cart pushers, we have the whole lot cleared. The bay is filled with all the carts it can possibly be filled with, and they're like, "Why is this so low? Why is this so low?" And it's just like, it's low because you do not have the cart totals to support the inside of the store and the bay looking more than low for you. Like, they hold everything at the store to ridiculously unrealistic expectations, and it's just like, you're fucking stupid. Yeah, she does overall have the same general flirty, playful type of personality as Riku. I do see what you're talking about as far as the Riku type thing goes. I had to think about it for a little bit. It made a lot of sense right out the gate, but then it was also like, And then you just think about it for just a little bit, and her style of character and everything overall is really similar. Those things are weak, man. Their weapons are weird, largely because they're not physically possible. Like, at all. Like, her freaking ball stuff should be getting all tangled up. And his freaking boomerang, he's like controlling it while it's already out there and stuff. It's just like, what? How do you even? I mean, I know it's a fantasy game, so it's stuff like that's allowed to exist, but it's just funny. I mean, he just like, it's hilarious. I know, right? I'd swear she wants hope too. Oh, it's like mystical ball energy, right? It looks like it's on strings, though. Does she procure the freaking things out of nowhere? Okay, see, like, I don't see any balls on the weapon, but they definitely look like they're attached. What the fuck, dude? This is so weird. I know she's like the magic. So is Hope. Hope and her huge magic people for your group. All enemies guard areas limited by their field of vision or other means of detection. Upon entering a guarded area, there is a chance that the enemy or enemies patrolling will take notice. If your trespass is observed, a warning icon will appear over the heads of the enemies, alerted to your presence. These foes will then become hostile, taking up defensive positions or rushing forward to attack. If your party leader comes into contact with an enemy, a battle will begin. Battles begin normally if the enemy was aware of the party's presence. If the enemy was caught off guard, however, the party will be able to make a preemptive strike. Certain enemies, like Zwerg Scandroids, have extremely narrow fields of vision and can easily be approached unnoticed. It is always advantageous to do so, if possible, as initiating a preemptive strike forces enemies to enter battle with their chain gauges near the staggering threshold. Oh, whoops, no. Yeah, when in doubt, just say it's magic. That's like what I say about a lot of things. So like, how did you even do this? And it's like, video game. Because video game. Like, that's what I tell a lot of people. I'm always just like, because video game. Okay. They saw me. I can't do this preemptive strike crap.
You're gonna regret it.
Ooh, snap. Although these things are easy as fuck to kill. They're so pathetically weak, man. Cut off there. How do you cut it off? I swear as lightning I cut it off early once. Like, see, even though it tells you have to push enter and stuff to open those, and push enter to hit commands, and then push delete to go back and such, you don't have to do that at all. You can use the left mouse button for confirms and the right mouse button for cancels. Like, it takes a really long time for the party overall to meet up and everything. Like, they meet up and they end up separated for a while, and where the fuck am I going? See, this is where I came from. The broken bike. I think we're heading this way. No, see, I've been here too. Ooh, no, that's in the treasure chest I already opened. Okay. This game is confusing me. If I recall correctly, the first time I played this game, this part confused me a little bit too. Just because I'm like, what? Yeah, those balls just kind of procure themselves out of nowhere, I swear. Or there's like a pocket pouch that they come out of. No, they're definitely coming out of like the edges of her weapon. It's so crazy, it's so fucking weird, I don't even know. How do you magic? Okay, see. Oh wait, isn't this like a jump point or something? No. See, I'm so dumb. I don't even know which way to go. I'm being really dumb. Whoops. Okay, there's a save point sitting there. I came... Okay, I'm missing... Oh, here we go. Fuck. See, these are the types of things that it confuse me now and then on this game. Is there's these little jump points, and they're not symbolized on the map at all, so...
No daydreaming now.
Her attack animation is so freaking long, man. Like, that's about the main thing that's realistic about her weapon is overall is how long it takes her to redirection her attacks to hit other things. You're staggered, bitch. Now you're dead. Do you believe in magic? And the young girl's weapon stringy thing. How the magic lets her attack things in a really weird way that makes no physical sense. It's magic!
Pulse Falsey and Lucy are bad news. That's why Cocoon kicked them out. Live too close to the Falsey, one-way ticket to Pulse. That's the purge in a nutshell.
If they catch us here, they'll purge us too. And then...
What's your problem?
What's my... Pulse is hell on Earth.
It is Earth.
We'll be okay. Calm down.
Get off me.
Sarah! Can you hear me? Where are you?
I think everything's still streaming, right?
Don't worry, Sarah. Your hero is on his way.
Looks like things might be looking a little pixely, I'm not sure, but that's because I squeezed it to fit into my overlay. It doesn't look too bad though. Like, I already rewatched my part 1 and it looked pretty solid. The overlay makes it stylized and everything. Like, I love having overlays. They make it look stylized and more individualized, and it's just... it's good presentation, you know? It's just good presentation to have an overlay. I know how to make them. I make them fairly well. Like, why not freaking do it? That's what's up. What's Twitch being lame about? Because I know I'm having some frame skips and stuff. A large part due to the scan, but I don't know what Twitch is doing. If it's something dealing with me, I'd like to fix it, but I don't think it's me. My OBS says I have dropped 0 frames. My game itself is being a fair bit choppy, but I have dropped 0 frames on my stream so far, so my internet connection's doing okay enough. And as I say all that, okay, there we go. But yeah, Twitch does get really lame in general. Look at the little disc loading icon and there's no disc involved. What is even... is this a jump down point? No, it's not. Oh, the stream buffers sometimes? I don't know, it says I've dropped 0 frames, so it shouldn't be on my end. It should be Twitch that's being horribly stupid. It says I've dropped 0 frames, and it says I've been live this whole time.
Nothing to worry about.
I really want more Dissidia games, dude. Dissidia games are so legit. Why would you go for hand grenade right there? Like, it's not gonna hit both of them. Actually, it does do more damage than both those autos combined. No, I love Final Fantasy. I love RPGs, man. RPGs are the fucking shit. I say as I spam Super Smash Brothers every single day. I say as I obsess games. I love games in general, man, but RPGs, they're just so... I don't know, there's something there. I mean, there's something to stuff like Smash Brothers and everything, too. Yeah, I'm assuming it's either Twitch or YouTube. Like, I'm not trying to badmouth either or anything, and it's really more of just I hear somebody mention a problem, and I'm just instantly like, oh my gosh, is it me? And I go check it, and like I go check everything. Like, people can mention the slightest little issue. Like, I'm having frame drop, FPS lag on my main game itself, but that's because my scan is going, so... This is a crazy temple. It's all like reactionary and stuff. No, I really don't want to work tomorrow, man. I'm thinking about just calling off. If I call off, I'll still manage 72 hours on my next paycheck. Like, and it's so stupid, you're always just like... It's so stupid, if you're just always thinking about it, you're always all like, oh, if I call off, I'm missing out on a whole day's pay. My whole day's pay is $64 fucking dollars.
Beg your pardon?
$64 fucking dollars, dude. Like, that's my whole day's pay. Like, come on.
This is my fault.
That's so much money. It is quite a bit, but it's not. It's just.
Oh, blast charge? Oh wait, hold on. All right, hold. All right, go for it. Make it happen.
I'm so sorry. Please let me in. Please.
Like, $64 is a lot, but at the same time, it's not. Like, I don't know.
What? How'd you open it?
Sometimes they get a little bit whatever, just because of how they schedule cart pushers, and they don't have enough in general ever scheduled. So, like, one calling out is just like, oh, look, now there's, like, nobody here during... I mean, there's always someone there. We have David work. David works 6 to 3. I'm scheduled at 8. So like 6 to 3, David would be. No, Bruce probably comes in tomorrow. No, I think Bruce comes in at 4 tomorrow. Greg comes in at 3 tomorrow. So they'd always have someone. There would never be a time when they don't have someone, because David would be there from 6 to 3, and then Greg would get in. And or no, Greg doesn't work on Fridays. There would possibly be an hour of the day when they don't have someone. Yeah, because on Fridays, that's always the day whenever I'm stuck by myself from 3 to 4. On a fucking Friday, dude. On a fucking Friday. When stores have really highly increased amounts of customers, there's a chunk of time where somebody's stuck alone. So they wouldn't have somebody there on a Friday afternoon. On Friday afternoon, 3 to 4. And then by 4, I think Bruce and Kirk might be in. Maybe Michael or Juan. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm gonna fucking go tomorrow, but I really don't want to. So dumb. Like, the whole 1 day on, 3 days... Or 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on is just really dumb in general. I feel so exhausted all the fucking time. And then now, after today, they're gonna have me work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. After Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, then I get 2 days off. I get Tuesday and Wednesday off. Ooh, slow days. I get slow days off. That's so cool. And then they're gonna have me work Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I believe it's Monday and Tuesday off. I believe it's Monday and Tuesday off. I really just want to call off tomorrow too, because like it's I really want 2 days off in a row, you know, like, it's so dumb to have the one day off and then you get to fucking go back to work immediately the next day. It's so annoying. Like, let me go check my schedule real quick. Pretty sure it's like 8 a.m. tomorrow too. It's so dumb. That's fantastic. I'm scheduled... If I'm scheduled 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., my last break, my last 15-minute break, comes at 3 p.m. at a time when they never have anyone else scheduled on Fridays. It's so dumb. My Chrome is being so laggy, dude. Not Walmart.com. Fuck, dude. Walmart1.com. Go ask anybody that works at Walmart, though. They'll tell you Walmart is corrupt and bullshit. Only job I can fucking get right now. So dumb. I hate this shit so much. It's not worth the pay is the key issue. I'm gonna keep playing in just a sec. I'm just trying to check my schedule. Make sure it is in fact 8 a.m. If it's not 8 a.m. and it's like 10 a.m. then I'm entitled to a little bit more time, but... One could argue I should check this beforehand, before I even go to stream, like... Yeah, I know, they tried to call me in, like, the first week I worked, I asked them for Saturday and Sunday off, because they tried to schedule me 9 days in a row, and they kept trying to call me on that Sunday, like, hey, can you come in? Hey, can you come in? Hey, can you come in? I'm like, not really, like, I don't want to work 9 days in a row. Like, the first week killed me so hardcore that I was just like, I need to be off. I hope today was a day off. I'm pretty sure today was day off. I'm pretty sure it was 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 days on. And then it went into... Oh, tomorrow's 10 a.m. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, it's the 8 a.m. is on Saturday. Okay. Oh, tomorrow's my mom's days off. Oh, tomorrow I could have... That 8 a.m. on Saturday is actually worse because that's the day that my mom, which is my ride, because we only have one vehicle, that's the day she works. So that's the day I'm going to have to go in super early anyway. Damn it. I'm going to ask him tomorrow if on Saturday they could, because also what's annoying about working 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. is Greg gets in at like 3, sometimes 4, and like I really like working with Greg in general. He does a ridiculously good job of keeping the lot up, and he's a cool guy in general, so it's like I'd rather work at the times that are closer to his times, you know? Whoa, wait, is this the week that... Okay, this is the week I already knew. Okay, so... I'm able to stay up a fair bit later than I thought, which is awesome. Shrouds are special single-use aerosols that can only be used outside of battle and grant the party tactical advantages. Fortisol and H-Sol bestow their bonuses at the start of battle. Deceptisol, on the other hand, shields the party from enemy detection, eliminating any concerns of being spotted. Yes, Final Fantasy 13. Yes, Final Fantasy 13 came out for PC today! Good job, Square Enix. Keep bringing stuff to the PC because it's my preferred console. And the more you bring to me on console that I love, the better. Like, hey buddy, let's get that freaking Tomb Raider and shit coming too. Wait, isn't Tomb Raider Square Enix now? I believe Tomb Raider is officially a Square Enix title as of the last game. Yeah, it didn't. I think Eidos got bought out by Square. I'd have to go Google it, but enemies like Pantherons, whose field of vision allow them to monitor wide areas, normally turn hostile and display warning icons as soon as they are approached. Apply a spray of Decepticel, however, and you can gain the freaking whatever that strike is. Preemptive strike, that's it. Also, what's up, Brown, by the way? If you're even still here, I'm not fully sure you are. Oh, you are still here, that's cool. I was talking about my schedule and stuff, which is kind of boring. It's kind of boring considering this is going to go up on YouTube and everything too. Whoops! But that's okay. To open the Shroud menu, press Tab while exploring. Select the Shroud with the D-pad. What? They didn't... To open the Shroud menu, press Tab. They didn't change that D-pad animation. I believe that would just be D and A while exploring. Select a Shroud with over and then press Enter to use it. Okay. Shroud effects wear off after a brief duration, so be sure to time their applications carefully. So... Okay, there we go.
There you go, stomping off on your own.
No, Saz, there you go. Stomping off on your own again. My playtime's an hour 33. I have some other RPGs I've been thinking about streaming a lot, like Records of Agaris War. I own it on PC, it got ported to PC not too long ago, and I haven't played through it too much, but it's so long, dude. It's like really long and the battle system is drawn out like crazy. So it's like, I'm not sure about streaming it overall. I love Lightning, she's so cool. Every time she does that backflip, I'm always just like, I love Lightning. I think it all the time. Lightning's freaking awesome. One of the best. Oh god, I'm almost dead. But... Or I mean, I just had a save point. It's not like I really needed to use that potion, but they're fairly cheap and you don't need to worry about money too much in this game anyway, last I recall. Let's fight! Let's fight, Pantheron! I mean, it's been years and years since I have played this game, so like, I vaguely recall lots of things about it, but it's not like, oh my gosh, you recall everything, you've played this game recently. It was like, when the game came out, I played it. The once, and that was it. Yes! Records of Agaris War is the... You start out as Leon, I think is the first guy's name. I'm gonna buy the second, or the prequel. I think it's a prequel. They have 2 of the 3 released on PC right now. But anyway, the one I have, Records of Agaris War. I forget what they call it on PC. I think it's Agaris War's Record of something or something. I forget what they call it on PC. But you start out as Leon, and then you meet these 3 girls as party members throughout. And you basically build your relationship with them through story events and stuff. And like, by the time you finish Generation 1, you choose one of the 3 based on their like level and everything. So like sometimes you'll be forced into one, sometimes you'll have a choice of two, sometimes you'll have a choice of one of any of the three. And then whichever one you choose, your kid is going to get the status, it's going to get stuff from Leon, it's going to get stuff from the wife, or the mate you choose. And then you play the whole next generation as the next kid. The kid's looks also change slightly based on which mom you choose, which is a really cool thing for them to have thought through, you know. Your kid doesn't just always look the same, your wife changes what your kid looks like. And then the same thing happens with Generation 2. You play as the new kid on a whole new island. It's a new island. And you meet 3 girls that are destined to, that they're chosen by the deity that gave Leon his powers and was like, I get all your children. Your children will fight for me. That's what happened. Leon needed to protect someone, and then he's just all like, oh, give me power, please, I'll do anything. And then the deity shows up and is all like, will you vow you and your children's lives to me? And then he vows his life and his children's lives to them, and then the children are just destined to fight, and they have to make a child. They have to. It's the rules of the engagement, and the deity tells you which women are chosen. Anyway, Generation 2, you go in, and you play as the new guy, the new kid, and then you figure you choose one of 3 of the girls. You, again, building through story scenarios, etc., etc. You choose one of the 3, and then you have a kid. And then that kid has the traits of the dad, and it has the traits of whatever mom you choose. So again, you're passing Generation 1 slightly. You know, the same way real life goes, as you pass down genes, everything starts to get muddled, you know? Same way in the game. Like, your stats aren't gonna hardcore pass, like, your dad's gonna pass on stuff. The mom's gonna pass on stuff. But some of the stuff from the first gen isn't gonna pass on to the second gen because of the way they programmed how the characters work in the game, you know? And then the same thing happens with Gen 3. You meet 3 girls, build up the relationships throughout the story scenario and everything, and then you choose one for 4th gen, and then 4th gen you choose one for 5th gen. And it's 5 people. 5th gen is the last gen though, so there's no choosing a girl in that one. And then the 1st gen, obviously, you're always the same guy who made the deal with the deity. It's really good. I played it on console when it first came out, but like I eventually burnt out on it hardcore, and like it was also a lot because our Xbox broke before I could choose to get back into it. Like right when I was like, oh, I'm gonna go play this again, my freaking console died out. So like I had a huge playtime on it. I was on like Generation 4. It's so good, dude. It's really long though, and like it's a tactical RPG, so the battling, you have to battle at every little node or whatever as you're traveling on the world map, so like it gets really, all video games feel repetitive, but like it's what level of repetitive they feel like, and this game gets ridiculously repetitive, like especially at the beginning parts, because the beginning parts are easy. It's not like super hard. I'm gonna stream it eventually though. Oh, you actually have played it enough to get to Generation 2. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you're already seeing what I'm talking about as far as like, since every little node on the world map is a battle, it starts to wear you a little bit. I mean, it's really good, and I could easily get through it, but I'm gonna get the or whatever other one is on Steam right now. There's another one on Steam. There's 2 of them on Steam. I got the first one because it was on sale for like 15 bucks before it came out. I was like, I love this game, pre-order. And also if you pre-order it, you got a whole bunch of DLC stuff, but the DLC stuff is all just like cheat triggers, so I don't even use it. But you know, I've always just thought it more about being more about the RPGs and stuff as far as my stream goes. I mean, I do want to keep speedrunning, obviously, and League is still a big thing for me. I haven't been playing it too much as of lately, but you know, I need to get those skin bundles, man, but it's like, fucking I hardly have money. I bought some Yu-Gi-Oh cards with this. I haven't been too big on Yu-Gi-Oh and get back into the scene. Learn everything that I'm missing, you know, learn all the stuff I've missed out on in Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. And then just like, you know, through buying packs here and there, buying starter decks, keep playing the DS game I have, and just get back into the scene, and then I'm gonna start going into, I'm gonna start doing tournaments and stuff again, because I really want to do that. I really like doing stuff in person with other people, even if they're strangers, you know? Like, the idea of going to, like, freaking conventions and stuff is ridiculously appealing to me. I'm not able to. I'd love to cosplay and do all that shit too, but... Like, I love RPGs and the time commitment they are. Oh my gosh.
I owe ya.
I'm gonna read the chat right after I finish this. I mean, only like one thing's been said, so it's not too big of a deal. Stagger lasts so long at the beginning of the game, but Stagger eventually gets to be this huge tactical choice and everything. Like, you're like, oh, I need to apply it, I need to make sure I'm using the... Like, with Stagger later in the game, there's actions that build up Stagger Okay. Abilities. There's certain abilities that build up Stagger ridiculously faster than your basic attacks. If the last thing you used on them was a basic attack, the bar will drain way slower. Using abilities, it drains faster. So it's like, it gets to be this juggling thing where you're just like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure I'm juggling the Stagger right. The Dark Light meter is for certain story events. There's certain specific story events that it's altered by the Dark Light meter. There is a known path for, I think, the first one and maybe the second one, where you can unlock everything. Because wife choice doesn't affect story path. So, like, there's ways to juggle your light and dark meter. Like, there's certain CG events and, like, other stuff like that. Like, not CG. Or no, they're CG. They're computer graphic art pictures. They're not, like, cutscenes. That's a big thing with the game, though, in general, is it's all Japanese voices, so the immersion isn't, like, fully there. I do like the Japanese voices. I do think it's a good way to be like, yo, we're gonna import this game to you, you know? But... at the same time, I really do prefer the English voices on anything, even if people are like, oh, the English voices don't sound as good, whatever. I think they sound just about as good, if not better for me, because guess what? I can just focus on listening and watching, you know? Or focus on reading and hearing what they're saying, you know? It's a game you have to read. That's like the main thing with Agarest Wars. You have to read it hardcore, because you can't just understand what they're saying, but... Anyway, the Dark Light meter is as you're choosing what you're doing on certain scenarios and story pathings, it affects whether you're dark or light or whatever, and then that affects future choices you can make, and it affects if certain cutscenes show up or not. So, and then there's like the ending. The overall ending of the game is affected by if you're on light, dark, or neutral pathing. I think the best ending is on neutral pathing, and then there's 2 other endings, I think, which is a lot. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot to have 3 endings that are somewhat different. I haven't checked out the endings. Like, I got the Generation 4, and then I just kind of lost track of the game. My console burnt out, and then it was just like, oh my gosh. But see, that's another reason why I like having the chat shown on my thing, especially for these gameplay videos that I'm going to upload onto YouTube. I can just... like, it shows people what I'm talking about, you know? I mean, I only mentioned Agarist War via talking, but I mentioned it, and then they see that I'm responding to you, you know? Like, I overall kind of... Whenever I'm doing League, obviously I don't have chat showing up. In certain other MOBAs, I don't have chat showing up, because to me it looks way too cluttered to have your chat on there. But at the same time, like, if I can do it and it doesn't look horribly cluttered to me, then I will have my chat up there, because I really like for people to know what I'm talking about. It also just adds to the overlay experience and everything a bit more. I can't say 100% that's all Dark and Light is for, but the key thing is it affects what CG events you can get to, and it unlocks new illustrations and stuff, and it affects what events you can go to. And then I'm pretty sure there were 3 different endings. It's been a while since I checked up on the game. I had this girl, I was like, hey, you know, choose what girl I'm gonna choose. And that's the thing that could become fun about it on stream. I could have people choose. Although there's a girl like I'm currently talking to, like hardcore, that I'd probably let her choose just because I like to involve her and stuff as much as possible. I mean, I even ask her as far as like color schemes for overlays and stuff oftentimes. I like to involve her as much as possible, so... Although it'd probably be something I ask stream too, just kind of weigh it all up and be like... And the whole thing is, if I ask streams things right now, it's pretty much I'm asking Krydra. Occasionally Shadow's here, and like occasionally there's like 1 or 2 other people that watch me here. But like the past like what 5-6 streams, it's been Krydra. I'm talking to the stream, but I'm really talking to Krydra. That's essentially what's going on there. Whoops, no. No! Okay. I'm talking to the stream though, so if anybody watches this on YouTube and you decide you want to try and watch me live, please do, because I talk to anyone that shows up. You are all welcome. I am talking to all of you, and I will respond to all of you. Just remember that. I like for people to come by here and feel included and know that they can talk about things and feel included and whatnot, you know? I'm just saying Krydra's the key usual right now, so... Oh my gosh, he's dying again. Oh my gosh, he has 4 HP left.
Robotic death machine. Fantastic.
If those things are still around, might be some soldiers trapped in here too. Except they'd probably be l'Cie by now. Huh? Not even human anymore. Just post-l'Cie. Enemies of Cocoon. Can't show them any mercy.
I think my scan's just about done. I think that's why it's being a little bit... Ooh, scan is completed.